It is truly, truly here. Trump, Larry Fink, Brad Garlinghouse, and many other are going to change the financial system as you know it. But this is an extremely important lesson to listen to. If you follow my channel, we remain stoic, we remain calm, and we know that the person who remain the patient the longest becomes the wealthiest. What everybody is expecting with the case to be over, that XRP is going to shoot to $10. You have to read the book Intelligent Investor. You have to remove the emotion from this. People will stay in a job for 30 years that they hate to barely retire with enough money to survive. But people will not wait 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 6 years for this massive transformation that you have the opportunity to invest in the new financial system. So, the number one key is to remove your emotions out of this. Number two is never invest more than you can afford to lose. Number three, build a fundamental long term strategy and pay attention to what is actually happening, the true narrative. And that's what I'm going to take you through today. So we're going to dive into all the things happening. Now we're going to talk a lot about Bitcoin today, but the thing to understand is XRP is my number one holding. Bitcoin is number two. HBAR is number three. My number four, I don't want to mess this up here. Number four is Solana. And then I think it's VeChain next. My point behind this is what I'm speaking about are things that I am doing. Anything that I speak about, I own or I actually operate in or I do. I will never talk about something I do not practice myself. But I want to share with you guys and keep you logical and keep you calm and keep you non emotional because most of you coming into this brand new, if you've never built wealth, are going to get fudded out through negative energy. And you are going to sell at the wrong time. You're going to get out of the market because they're going to put fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You're not going to be patient for the next 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 24 months. And the greatest opportunity is going to pass you by. And there's going to be many people in 3 years are going to sit there going, wow, I sold because of news. I sold because what the media said, instead of looking logically on why you're invested. So the first thing that I want to show you is I live in Arizona, and this is happening all over the United States. I want you to listen to this yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. So I'm not going to review the first part of the speech, which you heard about cryptocurrency and its legal tender species status. I will tell you that there are 17 states now that are establishing cryptocurrency reserves. This is, quite frankly, and I'm glad that Representative Cavero brought up macroeconomic policy. There is an abandonment that is going on right now. It's in slow motion, but there is an abandonment from Federal Reserve currency. It's called a flight to safety. Now, whether it's real or perceived,
whether it's real or perceived, perception drives markets. Listen.
Fact of the matter is, we now are seeing over $1 trillion in capitalization of multiple different cryptocurrencies. Representative Wilmoth made a great point that the market is going to seek what the market wants to have.
Amen.
So what you have now before you is a bill that is permissive, not prescriptive. It's not requiring the treasurer to do something, but it is opening a path. I believe Representative Diaz might have talked about opening a path. I'm sorry, I couldn't see all the faces, but opening a path to facilitate the market. Quite frankly, when I hear a conversation about risky investments, Federal Reserve currency is about the most risky investment you can have today.
Amen.
So with that, I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have.
Members, with the vote of 6 ayes, 4 nays, 0 present, 0 absent, again, Senate Bill 1373, I do pass recommendation.
Chairman, members, Senator Wendy Rogers, Flagstaff, LD.
So there we go. So they passed it in Arizona. That guy was eloquent the way he said that. Okay. It's now like who can get there quicker. That's what it is now. That's what you hold. Ripple, XRP, beat the SEC. They're the only cryptocurrency with true regulation. Banks now are chomping at the bit to come on board to faster payments. They have to, guys. The new wave of energy cannot operate without blockchain technology, without cryptocurrency. Pull yourself to a 30,000-foot overview. New Trump says, Trump and Michael Saylor to speak at Bitcoin and cryptocurrency conference day. Everybody says there's going to be some big news. We'll see. There's always big news every day, right? I wanted to just play this first part from BlackRock, head of digital assets, says Bitcoin institutional adoption still isn't reflected in the price. We're going to listen to this first part.
Head of digital assets at BlackRock, which of course has the biggest ETF that is pegged to Bitcoin. Robbie, it's good to see you, first of all. I guess, first of all, if you can help us set the scene by explaining perhaps why Bitcoin has not done better, right? There were so many hopes pinned on this White House, the big vibe shift, deregulation, and we have seen some actual concrete moves in that direction, but we haven't seen price follow. Why not?
Sure. Well, I think it's important to take some time perspective on it, right? Which is Bitcoin is still up, let's call it 15% or so since the beginning of November, right? So you saw a pretty extraordinary rally, right into the end of 2024. You've seen Bitcoin, the crypto market, give some of that back. I think that there were maybe accelerated, perhaps premature expectations of just how quickly some of these catalysts would start to arrive. Our focus now, as we look at what's unfold in 2025, is more about the pace of institutional and wealth advisory adoption, which
that's what I want you to hear. That is what's next now. Their aim is wealth advisors. Their aim is getting, just like BlackRock put in their portfolio, 1% to 2%. That's part of their portfolio plan now. What you're going to start to see now is asset managers, your asset manager, Mrs. Jones, Bob, that's been there for a long time. They're going to reach out to you eventually within the next 24 months and say, you know what? I was wrong about Bitcoin. I was wrong about cryptocurrency. It's a flight to quality. And with all this uncertainty, let's put about 1% to 2% in your portfolio, because they'll bring you into it when they can make money off of it, right? That's the key. Now, your bankers are not doing anything wrong. They're being indoctrinated and told what to do. They're not going to sell anything that the bank doesn't have regulation on. So the next phase you're looking for is stablecoin regulation, full crypto regulation in America. Okay, then the banks will feel safe on coming in. They can already custody your cryptocurrency with the OCC. That's a fact. But they need regulatory framework, and it's moving really fast to get there. Okay, we talked about this already. Oh, no, this is important. Bitcoin and crypto companies, which I've been telling you guys since 2020, that Ripple's going to become a bank, in my opinion. Coinbase is going to become a bank. Kraken's going to become a bank. So it says Bitcoin and crypto companies are seeking to become national banks under the administration. It's just a transfer of the financial system into a new technology. That's all this is, guys. Money is changing form. Eventually, cash will no longer exist, physical cash. It will all be digital. Fintechs and crypto companies seek bank charters for growth. That's what we just talked about. Okay, and I'll leave you with this short clip here with Bo. I think this is Bo Biden's, President Trump, Executive Director of Digital Assets.
Well, we delivered on the president's promises that he made on the campaign trail. The president was adamant about creating the SBR. We wanted to make sure that we did it right in a way that respected Bitcoin for being so unique, and also gave credence to innovation in other spaces of the digital asset world. So, for us here, we look at Bitcoin, it's not a security, it's a commodity. It has intrinsic stored value that's traditionally accepted. It has, as David likes to describe, the immaculate conception. There's no issuer. And, that's why, as you saw in the executive order, we compared this to digital gold. It's something that's imperative for the United States to have, retain, continue to build on. And I think that's worth pointing out that, the way that this is constructed, we talked about ways of acquiring more Bitcoin in budget neutral ways that won't cost the taxpayer a dime. Mm-hmm. And what I like to say about this president, I think it's high time that our president started accumulating assets for the American people, which is what President Trump is doing, rather than taking it away. And I think that's one thing that we really wanted to make clear in this executive order. And we're looking forward to working with our partners at Treasury and the Secretary of Commerce in order to find those budget neutral ways in which we can acquire more. I've been asked all the time, it's like, how much do you want? I said, well, that's like asking a country, how much gold do you want, right? I mean, as much as we can get.
These are the things that you need to pay attention to. This is what you should listen to stay calm and stoic. When everything collapsed in 2022, I was so excited because I knew what I held. I accumulated in 2022, 2023, and then 2024, boom, we saw the big blow off top when Trump came in. And now I'm super excited about this sideways action because I know what I hold. I know in the next 6 years, I get the opportunity and you get the opportunity to invest in infrastructural change of a financial system. So first, I have a warning for you, a huge warning, is be very careful. QFS accounts are a scam. You don't need a QFS account. People are using my likeness and image and influencers likeness and image. Coinbase is fine. You should always hold your stuff on a hard wallet, right? But Coinbase is not collapsing. Be very careful with these narratives. QFS accounts are a scam. Don't ever get on a call with somebody. Don't ever transfer your crypto. Only transfer your crypto to somebody you know personally. You can pick up the phone and call them. Okay. Never, ever fall for any of that stuff. My team will never reach out to you about crypto. They will never DM you about trading your crypto. Okay. We will never have a conversation with you proactively on social media. That's not us. They use our likeness and image or using AI. I'll put this on every single video. Okay. We have education platforms. We have the 3T Warrior Academy. That is our education platform. We teach cryptocurrency education, blockchain education, example portfolios, how to get in, how to get out, exit plans, showing you how to set up an exit plan. We have market calls, live calls. We teach you how to fish. We don't give you a fish. Okay. Very, very reasonable education programs down below. I also have a completely free section on this channel in my playlist. I break down exactly what I'm doing. I share with you exactly what I'm doing for free. And then on the other side too, I get tons of messages how I use cash value life insurance. I bank on myself. I pull profits. I max fund my policies so I can borrow against myself tax-free to get more assets. I can multiply and compound like getting market-like returns, and I'm protecting my family and ensuring my wealth in these uncertain times. So you'll see the link down there to set up an appointment with my team. That's completely separate from our academy. They will text you, call you, email. You'll never send them money directly. So we just want to put this on every video to keep you guys safe. I'm working with a company to come up with a solution around that where you can verify you're talking to us on the blockchain. That's going to be a big endeavor. But I just want to keep you guys safe out there. So stay patient, stay calm, get grounded, get your shit together, get some exercise, breathe, get into a long-term horizon. Understand the markets, understand what money is. Stop trying to get rich quick. You're seeing all the meme coin people now flip utility once again, right? Be careful with that stuff. They went from meme coins and now it's the utility phase, right? It's like they're always just trying to get rich quick. And that's what we get pulled into. There is no get rich quick. You don't want wealth when you're not ready for it. You only want the wealth when your soul is grounded, when your family is grounded, when your mind is grounded. So what we should be doing, all of us, is working harder on ourselves than we do anything else. Because in the process of becoming a millionaire, it's more important who you become. And the fact is, Jim Rohn said if you give $1 million to every person in society, it'll end up right back in the 1%'s hands. We have to rewire the foundation to end up in a different situation. I love you guys. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.